Okay, good morning, everyone. So today we're going to correct the 3 series of exercises related to Module 4, Lesson 1, Planning Easter Holidays. And we're going to start on Lesson 2, Transport, for the last 20 minutes of the session, okay? So, start with start with the first worksheet, right? Exercise 1. I'm going to fill in the blanks with the words in the box. Okay, Firas?
Edinburgh is the capital of Scotland.
Okay, thank you. So Edinburgh is the capital of Scotland. Right.
It is the Scotland largest city in Scotland.
So it is the second largest city in Scotland. Okay. Thank you.
After Glasgow, situated on the shores of East Central Scotland.
Okay, so it's situated on the shores of east coast of Scotland. Right.
Hello.
Oh,
Edinburgh stands on a group of hills.
thank you. So Edinburgh stands on a group of hills. Thank you. Next.
Its climate is cool and often cloudy and rainy.
All right. Very good. Its climate is cloudy and rainy. Right. Next one, please.
Edinburgh is an exciting city for visitors.
Okay, thank you. Next, please.
If you go there, you will never be bored.
Thank you. So if you go there, you will never be bored. Thanks a lot.
By day, you can walk through famous art galleries and museums.
Okay, thank you.
By night, you can go to the theater and coffee club or restaurant.
Okay, so you can go to theaters, cafes, or restaurants. Okay, thanks a lot. Right, now, we go to activities. We're going to find synonyms for these words. Alright, so I've got holiday, to reserve, near, to buy, to happen, and position. And the words that might go with them are location, close, to book, to take place, to purchase, or vacation. So what's the synonym of the word holiday?
Vacation.
Holiday or vacation. So we're talking about Easter holidays or Easter vacations, summer vacations, and so on and so forth. Thank you. Next, please, to reserve.
To reserve, to book.
So to reserve or to book. Okay, Hisham, what can you book? What are the things you can book? You can reserve a room in a hotel, for example.
A hotel room.
Yeah. Or you can book your flight, your plane ticket, for example. Okay. Thank you. Next, please.
Near, close.
Close. So somebody is near or close to you. All right. For example, we can talk about Hammamet and Nebel. We compare between them, and you say that Hammamet is near or close to Nebel. Okay. Next one, to buy.
To purchase.
Okay, to buy or to purchase. Okay. Do you know the opposite of to buy and to purchase?
To sell.
To sell. Thank you much.
To happen, to take place.
To happen or to take place. Right? For example, you
Yes.
say something is happening today or something is taking place today. For example, you say
Mm-hmm.
second webinar session for 8th form students in ISC is taking place
Yes.
today, Monday, April the 12th. All right. The last one.
Position, location.
All right. So position or location. All right. Thank you. Now we move to the third exercise. We're going to match these sentences in A with those sentences in column B, right? So I've got 10 sentences in column A and 10 corresponding sentences in column B. You're going to match them together. So are these John's shorts? No, they aren't his. They're Bill's. So as you can see here, we use the possessive pronoun to replace John's shorts. Say, no, they aren't his. Instead of repeating, they are not his shorts, we just say, no, they aren't his, okay? And at the end, they say, they are Bill's. Instead of repeating the word shorts, we don't say they are Bill's shorts, we just say they are Bill's to avoid repetition. Okay, second one, please. Excuse me.
Excuse me, plus yes. Can I help you?
So, yeah. Okay. Next, please.
Is John Jenny's that? No, Jenny is blue.
Thank you. So, no, Jenny is blue. So, here again, instead of repeating the word cap, we just use the genitive case or the possessive case with apostrophe s and just say, no, Jenny's is blue. Instead of saying, no, Jenny's cap is blue, because we already know what we are talking about from the question. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Is this your camera? No. Yes, it's mine.
Yes, it's mine. So mine here is a possessive pronoun, okay? So for I, you say mine, you, yours, he, his, her, hers, we, ours, they, theirs, okay? Right, thank you. So, 5, let's go to the cinema. Who wants to answer?
Good idea.
So let's go to the cinema. It's a good idea. Right, thank you. Next, please.
Let's go to the when is your race? It is it's in 10 minutes.
So it's in 10 minutes. So it's another way of asking when does your race start? So it says in 10 minutes. Okay, thank you. Question 7.
Is my book. It's on the table.
So it's on the table. Thank you so much. Right. Next, please.
Whose bag is this?
Whose bag is this?
Plus D.
So you mean I don't know whose it is? I don't know whose it is. All right. Do you know the meaning of the word whose?
Yeah.
Whose is asking about possession. Okay. Who does this belong to? Is this your bag? No, it's not mine. You go to someone else and say, for example, Sammy, is this your bag? He says, no, it's not mine. So you raise the bag and say, whose bag is this? Okay? Thank you. Next, please. Where is Tom?
He's in his room.
He's in his room. Where is Tom? He's in his room. The last one.
They're Roberto's.
So
Roberto's.
whose sunglasses are these? They're Roberto's. So
Uh,
here again,
Roberto's.
yes,
Mhm.
here again we use the same principle. We don't repeat the object
Yes.
after the possessive. We don't say sunglasses, but we just say they're Roberto's. And we understand that we're talking about the sunglasses, not about something else. Thank you.
Okay.
Question for exercise 4. Asking WH questions about the underlined words. So the first one says,
How much is this dress?
so how much is this dress? Thank you. Next, please.
The flight to London takes about 3 hours. How long does the flight to London take?
So how long does the flight to London take? Right. So in your responses to these 3 series of exercises, I was correcting them yesterday, and I found that some of you have difficulty with the conjugation of the verb in questions. Some of you still conjugate the verb in questions, which is not correct because the rule says that in the present simple or in the past simple, when you have a negative sentence or an interrogative sentence, the verb must be always in the infinitive form. This is to say, it cannot be conjugated, and that's why here we say, how long does the flight to London take, not takes. Okay, thank you. Yeah. The next one.
How long they stay in Gibbs?
So they stayed 1 week in Gibbs. So how long? Okay.
Did they?
Attention, Aziz, here. It's a question.
Did they stay?
We need to use an auxiliary. Okay. The verb is in the past. So we need to use an auxiliary. What's the auxiliary?
They stayed 1 week in Gibbs. How long did they stay in Gibbs?
How long did they?
Stay in Gibbs. Stayed.
Yes. So how long did they stay in Gibbs? So here, as I told you earlier, the verb must be in the infinitive because
Yes.
the auxiliary did took the form of the simple past. Okay. So we say how long
Okay.
did they stay in Gibbs? Right. Thanks a lot. Okay. Next, please. We go swimming twice a week.
How often do you go swim?
Thank you. So how often do you go swimming? Asking about frequency. Okay. Right.
There are 30 pupils in my class. How many pupils are there in your class?
Thank you so much. So how many pupils are there in your class? Asking about number here. Right. Thank you. So the last one.
Can I respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Browns will spend Easter in Edinburgh. Where the Browns will spend Easter.
Where
Easter.
will the Browns
Their
spend
Easter holiday.
their Easter? Okay. The 5th exercise, you're going to circle the correct alternative.
Easter is a Christian holiday that is also observed to celebrate spring. When the trees and flowers begin to blossom and the days get
Or
I continue.
Yes, if you want.
Longer and brighter.
So yeah,
Long.
when the days get longer and brighter. Right. So here, we have the word and is a coordinated conjunction. So as we have seen in class before, when you have something after and, it should be the same form with the word beforehand. So here we have a comparative brighter. That's why we use longer here, because we have a comparative after and. Okay. If we had and bright as an adjective, in this case we should use long. Okay. Now we move to this the third one, please.
Many people celebrate Easter with family and friends.
Many people celebrate Easter with family and friends.
Giving
Gathering for brunch.
giving for brand is a popular tradition.
Okay, it's a popular tradition. Right. So what do you mean by gather? Do you have any idea about the meaning of the word gather? We saw it in class before, together or to meet together. Right? So people gather. They meet together in the same place. Remember when we saw English secondary schools and we said that the pupils, all the pupils, gather in the assembly hall in the morning. Okay, you remember that? So, what is brunch? Do you know? Do you have any idea about the word brunch?
Yes, it's a lunch and breakfast.
It's breakfast and lunch. So it's the time of
Yes.
the day
Breakfast.
between breakfast and lunch. Normally it should be around 11 o'clock in the morning, right? And it's called brunch. But actually, this is a linguistic phenomenon. We just blend or mixed one part of a word with another part. So here we have breakfast, hence we use the letters BR from breakfast, and lunch we use the letters UNCH, and we obtain the word brunch. Okay. Now, the next one, please.
A brunch is a meal that serves as both breakfast and lunch.
Okay, so brunch is a meal that serves as. It has the job of the two, breakfast and lunch. So when we talk about the two, we use the word both. Okay. Right. Next, please.
Sample of Easter include eggs, baby chicken, and rabbit. That symbolize new life. That is why they have become very popular at Easter.
All right. So that's why they have become very popular at Easter. So remember the last session we saw Easter eggs and Easter bunnies or rabbits are made of chocolate. So they normally take very big chocolate bunnies and they fill them with chocolate eggs and they prepare them for the kids for them to eat on the day of Easter. Okay. So it's like what happens during Christmas and people buying presents for their kids and children. It's almost the same thing during Easter. Right. The last one, please.
People decorate their homes with flowers and other symbols of spring.
So people decorate their homes with flowers and other symbols of spring. Thank you so much. All right. Now we move to the second paragraph, the same exercise.
Before traveling to any place, passengers need to plan their holidays. Travel agencies can help them.
The travel agencies can help them. So here the word that helps you to choose your answer is the word. What is the word that
Can.
helps you? It's the word can.
Can.
Can is a modal auxiliary. It's like must, it's like have to, it's like should, it's like need, all right? It's like may and might and could. So after these modal auxiliary verbs, we always use the infinitive form of the verb. So that's why we say travel agencies can help them. Thank you.
They provide them with interesting information about the holiday resort, location, leisure activities, and prices.
Thank you. So they provide them with interesting information. So we have the word information. It's a noun here. So normally the word that describes or that modifies a noun is always an adjective and it comes before the noun. So here we have interest is a noun, interested is an adjective, and interesting is an adjective. So we have two possibilities here. Either we use the word interested or interesting. But when we talk about information, information is inanimate. It's not a person, so it cannot be interested. So it is interesting. All right. Hence, we use the ing adjective here, and we say interesting information about holiday resorts. So, holiday resorts or tourist resorts are the places that people visit during their holidays or during their vacations. So, for example, if we talk about Tunisia, we talk about Hammamet, Jerba, Sousse, Qantawi, Mahdiya, Tabarqa, Drown. So these are some of the tourist or holiday resorts in Tunisia. And of course, we do have many, many, many others. Unfortunately, we don't know them. Personally, I haven't visited all the places in Tunisia. All right, so we'll wait for the COVID problem to be finished. And we should start visiting all the other places in our country. Right. Next, please.
About the holiday resort, location, leisure activities, and price.
Yeah.
They may also book flights and make hotel reservations for their clients.
Okay, so they also book flights or reserve flights and make hotel reservations for their clients.
Besides, travel agencies make traveling abroad easier.
All right. Besides, travel agencies make traveling abroad easier for their clients. So, besides is a linker of additions. Many pupils have the bad habit of using and all the time. So just have saying and. This is, of course, not uh, beautiful in terms of style, so that's why we resort to the use of other words like besides or moreover or in addition, okay, among many others. Right, the last one.
Uh, and um, and cheap and travel. I just make traveling easier and cheaper by offering planet vacation programs.
Very good. So
Cheaper.
we have the word easier before and it's a comparative, so we need another comparative, which is cheaper. So make traveling abroad easier and cheaper by offering planned vacation programs. Thank you. Now, worksheet number 2. So we'll start with the text. I want someone to read the text, please.
We're having a great holiday here in Scotland. We're staying in a hotel in the center of Edinburgh. Uh, it had it has got a swimming pool, but it's too cold to swim. There are lots of things to do. The people are very friendly, but sometimes I can't understand them. Last week we went to Loch Ness, but we didn't see the monster. Unfortunately, Scotland is very beautiful, but the weather is awful. It's very cold and windy, and it rains every day. See you soon, Jenny.
All right, thank you, sir. Now, let's start with the first comprehension question. So, who is the sender here?
Jenny. Jenny.
Yes. Okay. Who is the receiver?
The receiver is Eric.
So, Eric.
Eric.
Eric. Very good. And what's the address?
It will like
So it's Lake Avenue, and the city is Brighton. Okay. Right. The second one, you have to correct the following false statements. So, the first one says Jenny is in Wales.
Jenny is in Wales. Jenny is in Scotland.
All right. So Jenny is in Scotland. Thank you. Next, please.
Scottish are unfriendly and bad people. Scottish are very friendly.
So the Scottish, which means Scottish people, people from Scotland, are very friendly. All right.
the weather is too cold and windy in Edinburgh.
So the weather is very cold and windy in Edinburgh. Is there something else?
It's rainy.
It
rains every day.
And there's an adjective that describes the weather here, used by the writer. What is it? So what's the weather like in Edinburgh? So in the text, the writer used an adjective to describe the weather.
awful.
Awful, very good. So that's awful. Alright, so it says the weather is awful. It is very cold and windy. And finally, what's the last one?
It rains every day.
It rains every day. Alright. Okay.
It's too cold to swim.
Yeah, it's too cold to swim, so because it's windy, rainy, and cloudy all the time. Actually, the weather in the United Kingdom is most of the times very bad. For example, in Ireland yesterday, it was rainy, it was very cold, and people even turned on their heating system because it's very cold. On the other hand, in the Gulf countries, for example, in Saudi Arabia or the United Arab Emirates, people have already started swimming, right? Because it's very hot. So you can see the difference between the eastern parts of the world and the western part of the world, right? So it's quite amazing how things are. Okay. So which place did Jenny visit in Edinburgh?
Jenny visits Lochner.
Huh? So Jenny visited, okay, this is pronounced Loch Ness, right? Because you know that in Scotland and Ireland and England, even England,
It's a legend, yes.
in the very old times, their language was different. And especially in Scotland, Ireland, and Wales, some people still use the old language, which is called Gaelic, right? And in the Gaelic language, we have the sound ch. It's like what we have here in Arabic. We use the sound ch. For example, khubz, ukhti, khuya, khapitu, all right? So that's the word Loch Ness. Loch in Gaelic means lake, right? It's a lake. And Loch Ness is, I'm going to give you the description of Loch Ness. This is from Wikipedia. So in Scottish folklore, which means in the old stories people tell about their history, the Loch Ness monster or Nessie. So people say that there is a monster in Loch Ness or in the Lake Ness. It's called Nessie, right? Um, and it is said to be a creature that inhabits Loch Ness in the Scottish Highlands, and it is often described as large in size, with a long neck like a giraffe, and one or more humps protruding, getting out from the water. So I'll give you a picture to see. So this is, of course, this is not a real picture, because some people tell stories that they have seen the monster, but I don't believe it. But this is what we mean by the protrusion that comes out of the water. These are humps, okay, coming out of the water.
Okay.
A hump is not like what we have for the camel. Camel also has a hump here on its back, okay? Right, I'm going to give you, okay, this is a video about Loch Ness, okay? You enjoyed the video. This is a video of Loch Ness in Scotland, so you can see how beautiful the natural landscape over there is. Okay, to have lots of beautiful places like these, especially in the Bartha. It's quite almost the same like what you saw here earlier in lessons. All right. Now, I'm going to find the opposite of the following words. Wonderful. What's the opposite of wonderful?
Yes,
Awful. Awful.
Huh?
awful.
Wonderful, the opposite is awful. So we talk about wonderful or beautiful weather. The opposite is awful or terrible or bad weather. Right. Language part, exercise 1. I'm going to match the questions with the right or correct answers.
How much is a first class ticket to SUS, please?
Hmm?
1 plus F.
Yeah. Can you read it, please?
I haven't.
All right. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
20 dinars. Okay. How much is the first class ticket to SUS, please? It's 20 dinars. All right. Next one, please.
How long does it take by express train? 2 plus E. 2 hours.
Okay, so it's 2 hours. Asking about duration, how long does it take by express train? The answer is 2 hours.
How far is it from Tunis to Sousse? 120 kilometers.
So 120 kilometers. All right. So asking about distance here. Thank you. Somebody else? Fourth one.
How many tickets would you like?
Mhm.
2, please.
2, please. Asking about number here. Okay.
Also.
Yep.
How often do you go to Sousse by train?
Uh-huh.
5 plus C. 120 kilometers. لا يا عم.
Mm-hmm. So how often is asking about
once a
frequency?
month.
How many
Once a
times you
month.
do something? Yeah.
Once a month.
Once a month. Very good. Once a month. Right.
How long are you going to stay in SUS? 1 week.
One week. All right. So asking about duration here. Okay. Now change the sentences into questions about the underlined words. Go.
This dress is how do we say 50?
50. 50.
What?
50.
Okay, 50 dinars.
Okay.
How much this dress cost?
How much does this dress cost? All right.
Cost.
So
Yes.
here you have changed the verb. The verb is the verb to be here. This dress is. So normally you say, how much is this dress? But even when you say, how much does this dress cost? It's also correct.
Mm-hmm.
There are 30 pupils in my class. How many pupils are in the class?
So how many pupils are,
In the class.
you have the subject, where is it? How many pupils are there in my class, okay? How many pupils are there in your class? So we should use the subject there. Don't take it out. Okay. Thank you. Now, third one.
How long does the flight to London take?
So the flight to London takes 2 hours. Asking about duration.
Duration.
How long does the flight to London take? Thank you. Number 4.
The nearest supermarket is 500 meters from here. How far is the nearest supermarket from here?
Very good. So how far is the nearest supermarket from there? Asking about
Distance.
distance. All right. Thank you. Okay, doke. Now we move on. The fifth one, please.
We go swimming once a week. How often do you go to swim?
Alright. How often do you go swimming? Asking about frequency again here. Right. Move on. Worksheet number 3 now. First exercise, we're going to match the questions with the answers.
How much is the train ticket to Gibbs?
Oh,
1 plus D.
okay.
12 dinner.
Alright, so these are the alternatives. 1 plus D, 12 dinars. Okay, thank you so much. Next, please.
How long does it take by train?
Hmm?
2 plus 8, 3 hours.
Hmm? So it's 3 hours. Okay, next, please.
How
Inadvertent.
often do you go to Gibbs? 3 times a year.
So how many tickets would you like?
Oh, okay. 3
Three.
tickets, please.
Okay, 3 tickets, please. All right, thank
Mhm.
you. Next one, please.
How often do you go to Gibbs?
Hmm?
For C 3 times a year.
3 times a year. All right, thank you. Next, please.
How long are you going to stay in Gibbs? 1 week.
1 week, thank you.
How far is Gibbs from Tus? 270 kilometers.
All right, so how far is Gabus from Zeus? Asking about distance. So it's 270 kilometers. Right. Aziz.
How far distance?
So how far? Asking about distance. Thank you.
How long duration?
How long? Asking about duration. Thank you.
How often? Frequency.
How often? Asking about frequency. Thanks a lot.
Asking about price.
How much?
How much?
Asking about
Yes.
this. Yes.
How many numbers?
How many? Asking about number. Yep.
How much quantity?
Okay. So how much is asking about quantity. All right. Now we move to the third exercise. I'm going to ask questions about the underlined words in these sentences using the suitable WH words.
My father went to America 4 times.
Okay.
How often did your father went to America?
How often did your father went to America? Okay, when you ask how often, you should answer, for example, he went to America 4 times a year, or 4 times a month, or 4 times a decade. Okay, but here he's just said 4 times, and are asking about the number of times. Okay, yes, Aziz.
Number. How many?
So can you how can you ask about this? What do you say?
How many did your father went to America?
So how many what? How many?
Times.
How many times?
How many,
Sophias.
how many times did your father go to America?
Okay, Sophias, did you get the point? How many times did your father go to America?
Went to
Hmm? And we use the word, the verb go in the infinitive because it's a question. Okay, we don't use the word went. All right. Thank you. Now, next, please.
Hammamet is, oh, how do we say it?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
60 kilometers far from Tunis.
Okay. How far is Hammamet from Tunis?
Very good. So how far is Hammamet from Tunis? As simple as that. Okay, asking about distance.
A single room in a five-star hotel costs 50 dinars.
Mhm.
How much? How much did a five-star hotel cost? In does a five-star hotel cost?
So how much does a single room? Yeah?
Uh,
So how much does a single room in a five-star hotel cost? Okay? How much does a single room in a five-star hotel cost? So the verb here is cost. So we use the auxiliary does because we have a third person singular subject. It's a single room. It's it. Right? And we keep the verb in the infinitive because it's a question. Right? And we use how much because we're talking about or asking about price. Okay. Now.
Christine stayed 2 weeks in a row.
Mhm.
How long did Christine stay in a row?
Very good. So how long did Christine stay in Rome? Next, please.
How much Christine bought a 200 dinar jacket? How much is Christine's jacket?
Sentence E, Zaid. Christine sent 5 postcards to her
Oh,
friends.
how many postcards did Christine send to her friend?
Very good. So how many postcards did Christine send to her friends? All right, sentence F now.
Christine bought 200 dinar jacket. How much is Christine's jacket?
Mhm. So Christine bought a 200 dinar jacket. So how much is the jacket Christine bought? Did you get the meaning of the sentence or not?
Yes.
How much is the jacket Christine bought? Right? Or how much
Okay.
does the jacket Christine bought cost? Right? Sorry, I did
Okay.
not put the answer for that one. Okay. So the last one, please. Sandra drinks 5 cups of coffee every day. Yeah.
Christine bought a 200 dinar jacket.
No, the last.
Sandra drinks 5 cups of coffee every day.
Yeah.
How many cups of coffee does Sandra drink every day?
Thank you. This is it.
You are
So,
welcome.
how many cups of coffee does Sandra drink every day? Thank you. Right. Now we move to the fourth exercise. It's about the map of the United Kingdom. We're going to label the different countries in the UK. So in the middle you have the map of the UK with Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, as we have already seen. So the UK has got 4 countries. It was composed of 4 countries, or consists of 4 countries. Okay, can you answer number 1, Aziz? So what's the first map here? What's this country? Number 1?
Scotland.
So that's Scotland. Mm-hmm. So if you compare it with this one here, it's the same. So that's Scotland. Thank you.
2 is Wales.
So 2 is
Wales.
Hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
England. Sorry, England.
You're talking about this one. This one is not Wales as well. This one is England. You compare this one with this one, it's the same, okay? So it's England. Right, thank you. Somebody else, please?
Third one is the
This one.
Northern Ireland.
So that's Northern Ireland. Very good. Northern Ireland is the last one. Somebody else?
Is Wales.
It's yes,
Wales.
it's Wales. Right? It's Wales. Right. So just to remind you of the nationalities, so when you talk about Scotland, what's the nationality for Scotland? Scottish. Okay. What's the nationality for England?
English.
So England, English. Thank you. Northern Ireland,
Irish.
Irish. So that's Irish. The last one, Wales, is
Wales.
Welsh.
Wales.
Welsh.
Welsh.
Very good. It's Welsh. Right. Now we move on. I'm going to read the following text and answer the question.
Read the following text and answer the question. The United Kingdom comprise 4 countries: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The capital of England is London. The capital of Scotland is Edinburgh. The capital of Wales is Cardiff. The capital of Northern Ireland is Belfast. The capital city of the UK is London. The UK is situated northwest of the European continent between the
Between
Atlantic
Atlantic Ocean.
Ocean and the North Sea.
Mhm.
It has a total land area of
244,000.
244,000 square
Okay,
kilometers.
okay, yes.
From north
244,000. 244,000.
245,000
100.
100
100 square kilometers.
and 100 square kilometers.
Okay.
From north to south, it is about
It is about 1,000 kilometers long. Okay, thank you. So how many countries form the UK?
4.
So there are 4 countries, or the UK is
4 countries, yes.
4 countries. All right.
What is the official name of United Kingdom? Great Britain.
So what is the official name of the UK? It's the United
Kingdom.
United Kingdom. United Kingdom. So it's the United Kingdom of Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, right? Where is the UK?
The UK is situated northwest of the European continent
Between the Atlantic Ocean.
and the North Sea.
Very good. So it's situated northwest of the European continent, between the Atlantic Ocean and the North Sea. Right. The last one, what is the capital city of the UK?
The capital city of
the UK is London.
Alright, so the capital city of the UK is London. Very good. Thank you. Now, we complete with the missing information. This tables have got the flags of the countries, I have the names, the capitals, and the nationalities. The first one is the UK.
The capital, London.
So the capital is London. Thank you. Second one, Wales.
The capital of Wales is Cardiff.
The capital is Cardiff. Thank you. Third one, England.
Yes.
What's the capital of England?
London.
All right. And the nationality is
English.
English. Very good.
I said Northern Ireland.
The Northern Ireland, all right. And the capital is
I don't know.
Bel.
I forgot it.
It's Belfast. Okay.
Belfast.
Yeah. Last one.
Scotland.
Scotland.
The capital city of Scotland is Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Thank you. Right. Now fill in the blanks with words from the box. So these are the words. First one, there are four.
There are 4 countries in the United Kingdom.
There are 4 countries in the United Kingdom. England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. England is in the
south.
England.
In the south
south
of the UK.
Wales is the west of England.
Wales is in the west of England. Scotland is in the
West.
west of England. And Northern Ireland is in
And
the
the
northwest.
capital of England. The capital.
London is the capital of England. Cardiff.
Wales, Edinburgh is the capital of Scotland, while Belfast is the capital of Northern Ireland. All right, so this should be the end for today's session. Thank you very much for attending. So next time we will
Thank you.
do a lesson 2 transport, okay?